Here's the brutal truth. Schools are failing you when it comes to teaching the skills you actually need to thrive after graduation. High school is amazing at teaching you academic subjects, but did anyone teach you how to cold call an employer or how to rebound after a terrible test without having a complete mental breakdown? If you're wondering why some high school grads seem to have it all figured out and others struggle with the same problem over and over again, then this video is your answer. Hi, I'm John, and as a 17-year high school English teacher, I know exactly how useless high school can be. So in this video, I'm breaking down the 5 essential life skills that every high school grad desperately needs, but literally no teacher is teaching you, except for me. Let's dive right in. Here's what most students don't realize. The real world doesn't care if you're bored. It just needs you to finish the job. Imagine this. 2 students both have a 95 average. Student A writes amazing essays, but only if they enjoy the topic. Student B can write about paint drying and still get it done on time. Even though both have the same grades, guess who wins at college and life? Not the inspired genius, the finisher. Why is this important? Because real life is filled with boring stuff. Filing your taxes, studying for exams, preparing for job interviews. If you quit every time that you're bored, you lose confidence. So what is this first skill? It's doing boring things even when you don't want to. Overcoming boredom isn't about willpower, it's about boredom tolerance. So how do you develop this skill? Basically, start small. Just put 10 minutes on the clock and finish a boring task. No phones, no distractions, just get it done. Next time, try 15 minutes, then 20 minutes. If you want the real edge after high school, don't chase fun, learn to finish what's not. But that skill is just the beginning. What if you do all the boring stuff, but nobody's watching because you're never reaching out? This second skill is an absolute game changer for those who get it. Most teens Jack Sparrow their way through life.
If you were waiting for the opportune moment, that was it.
They wait for teachers to recommend them, for jobs to appear, for someone to notice them. But here's the truth. If you wait to be noticed, you fall behind. So what's this skill? Cold outreach. Basically, reaching out to someone you don't know and saying, I admire what you do. I'd like to help or learn from you. Why this works is most students never do this, and the very few who do stand out. How do you start? Find 3 people that you admire, read their posts, watch their videos, and reach out with a simple message saying something like, hey, I've been following your videos on topic. They've helped me a lot. I'm a high school student learning skill, and I'd love your help with tasks if you ever need support. You're not begging, you're making a kind, clear offer. You'll be surprised with how many people say yes. And even if they say no, you still win because you showed courage in reaching out in the first place. Now, let's say you do land an opportunity in school or in a job, but then everything goes wrong. Mess up or feel overwhelmed or burnout hits. This is where most students will spiral. This one sounds simple, but most people do it wrong. We all mess up. We fail a test. You ghost a group project. You binge watch a Netflix special instead of studying. But the problem isn't that mistake. It's what happens after. Most students beat themselves up. Sometimes for days or weeks, they keep thinking about that one bad test that ruined everything. So the real skill, learning how to bounce back fast without the guilt. Why does this skill matter? Because life moves fast after high school. One missed test can quickly become a failed course if you don't bounce back. One no can stop you from trying again. But if you know how to quickly reset, you keep moving forward. Here's how. First, simply name it. Say what happened clearly. I didn't study. I procrastinated. Second, learn to normalize it. Everybody messes up. Literally everybody. You're not special. Third, immediately take one small step forward. Not 5, 1. Open the doc and start typing. Respond to the email. Go on a walk for 10 minutes to reset, but get back on track fast. Most students don't realize that confidence doesn't come from perfection. It comes from getting back up and trying again. And speaking of bouncing back, there's literally one skill that makes everything in life easier, especially when you're dealing with people. This might be the most underrated skill on this list. And it's simply getting people to like you without faking it. Now, being likable isn't about being popular. It's about having the people skills that make others respect you, want to work with you, and want to help you in life. And this is so essential because after graduation, marks matter less and less, and people matter more and more. You need others to vouch for you, to refer you, work with you. And if people don't want to be around you, doors stay shut. So how do you get people to like you without being a phony? There's many things you can do, but if I were still in high school, I'd start with these 4. Ask people real questions and actually listen to them. Don't just talk about yourself. Secondly, and this sounds small, but simply remember people's names. Third, give real compliments, not just fake ones. And 4, talk about them. Don't just talk about yourself. Show a real interest in who they are. Now, getting people to like you isn't about being loud or being fake. You just need to care and let people feel that. And once you start connecting with people, there's one final skill that protects your time, energy, and mental health more than anything else. For most high school students, this last skill feels hard, but it probably matters the most. Let me take a guess about you on the other end of this video. You say yes to every club, every shift, every extracurricular activity, even when you're tired, drowning in work, and just want to sleep. You think that saying yes makes you feel impressive and helpful, but inside, you're falling apart. Why this matters is if you can't say no, you say yes to the wrong things. And every yes to something unimportant is a no to something that matters. Your sleep, your time, your energy. So the next time someone asks you to do something and you don't want to or don't have time, simply say something like, I'd love to help, but I don't have the time right now. Or, that sounds great, but I'm already focusing on something else. It's simple, kind, firm. I see so many extra students join DECA, HOSA, extracurriculars, stay up till 3 a.m. every night to get homework done, and they struggle to keep up their grades and they're emotionally and physically exhausted. And they don't realize it's because they never say no. Saying no isn't selfish, it's smart, and it saves your energy for what matters most. If you master these 5 essential skills, you'll be miles ahead of your peers. And you don't have to wait till after grad. Start with 1 semester, building 1 skill at a time, and by the time you're graduating, you are going to be more prepared for life than 99% of the people in your graduating class. And if you need some help inside of the classroom, you can click on this video here that'll help you gain huge aura in high school English, looking at some of the essential skills that help you get A+. Thanks, take care, I'll see you in the next one.